Hello, my name is Johnny. Welcome to another World War II 172 scale video. Today we're going to feature some British armor, some self-propelled artillery. If you'd like, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, like, reply, and share. Continuing on with my large collection of 172 scale vehicles. World War II, lots of armor and tanks. Got the British, the Russians, Americans, Germans, and even some Italian and Hungarian vehicles I featured. This is some nice self-propelled vehicles known as the Sexton. It's the British version of their Priest. They had used the Priest with the 105, but it made more sense for the British to put their 25-pounder gun Howitzer in here for ease of logistics. So that's what they did, and it was renamed the Sexton. It's a little bit different than the Priest. Usually Priest has up here like a pulpit with a big 50 caliber. These don't have that in there in these models. These are nice resin and metal. Tracks are metal, and the bodies are the hull is resin. I'll pick them up and look at them in a minute. Got some different decals on here. This one just has a couple of loose crew members in there, and then this one has more of a full complement. Should have a bunch of shells in there. So this is you can tell it's the Sherman body. I use some of the mud type of weathering effects. You put that on there wet and it dries and it looks like dried mud. I'm gonna know if I did a great job or not. One of the first times trying that out. Got a crew of Tommies in there. Just the real basic paint jobs. You can see the nice gun on it. And then it was molded with these details of gas cans and tarps and different boxes and tools and so forth. Right there. Look at the back. It's got some of their classic markings on them. Put some more of the mud on there. This side. I like the one with the big circle. It looks good on this type of a vehicle. It's got a built-in like a chain on the front, and there's more of the markings here. See that one, it's metal, and then the rest of it's that shiny resin. Let's take a look at this one. I've got this one more up in firing position, and this one more straight down. Like I said, if I move these and tilt it too much, these guys in here loose, so they'll come out. This one I did a little bit different. Weathering, it's got a nice rack there. Different star and a number on it. Spare wheel. You can see the telltale signs of resin where it breaks away, and I don't have epoxy or the time to fill it all that in on this type of a vehicle. But if you were going to do one of your masterpieces, folks do such great jobs with models, even on these little scales, you fill that in. There's more weather and paint. I believe this one is different because you see how that's very dry looking. Here, that's the back. Getting a little crooked. They're gonna fall around, but that's all right. This one I painted the bottom. More of the tracks. I think I got these from these guys from one of the Brandon 6-pounders, but it kind of looks good in there. Gives it a little bit of a crew. And let's see, what am I looking at? I wonder if this is a different brand. Or no, I know what I did. You know, see, that was open like that. I had some extra boxes. I don't know, it was from a priest or something. So I put those in there for where the ammo shells should be. And I didn't have that for this one. That's why this. You can see the little round seat that would be on here. It's very nice. That's one of my backgrounds. Still haven't gotten to do new backgrounds. I need to get to that. One of these days I want to get to that. There's never enough time. Never enough time. I also want to do, besides doing the greenery one, I want to do one with like fall foliage. That'd look really neat, especially with like the autumn color, SS camouflage soldiers, and then some of the German vehicles that are sand with red brown would look good with fall color background. You can see the material, so it's 3D. You normally put one of the bases down too. This I'm just using one of the black backgrounds they use. Alrighty. So that's a look at the Sexton, used in Northwest Europe. And I'm sure the British had some of those fighting in Italy. And I believe they didn't get these going until 1944. They were using the priest from the Americans before they switched over and started putting their 25-pounder in there. So 44, 45 was when these were used. Lay down some heavy fire. Till next time, more World War II 172 scale. Thanks for watching, everyone.